be there, so that won't be an issue. But also, what I'll do is I'll just point out the major costs as close as possible to give you a fair idea of what you can do with a bit of creativity and the sort of costs involved. And I'm sure you'll be pretty excited. We're very excited because this is going to turn out to be one of the better projects that we've done. And bearing in mind that it is a rental, so it's a buy and hold, so it's a completely different approach to what we did with Latham Street, the case study in part 1, which was a sell property. So having said that, we'll start our way on the outside, we'll work our way back in, and we'll go through the renovation itself to show you what we did, why we did it, how much it cost, and we'll reveal everything as we always do. Okay, so beginning at the front of the property, the first thing you'll notice, if you recall earlier in this actual film, is that we had a brick fence up here. Now this brick fence was running along here, and because of the tree roots and everything else, it was quite crumbling and cracked and falling apart. So we had to decide what to do with it. And so what we had the bobcat come in and remove everything, and we decided to go with a high fence using a Merbau decking. And the reason we did that is that the land, the way it is as a subdivision, the front garden area is quite a large area. So rather than leave it without a fence or a low fence that can't be used, we thought it would be a good idea for similar money to have a high fence, totally enclose the area, so that if the tenants have got young kids and they want to run around in the front yard, they've got a good play area that they can play in. So what we did, we had originally had this fence quoted to be done, and the original quote was $6,000 to have this constructed. And what we did by picking up the timber at a clearance auction, we were able to save ourselves about $3,000 on the cost of having the fence erected. With the original letterbox here, just to make it different, we rendered the front, or the actual letterbox here, and we'll end up giving that a coat of paint, and that'll be fine. Some very basic landscaping as the front, as I said, that's yet to come, and we've designed that in a way to minimise our maintenance on the property. So that's the major change out the front, which you'll notice is a lot different, gives a lot of privacy, which is a big factor, and makes use of that front garden space, which otherwise would just be wasted. So let's go inside now and have a look at the rest of the project. Now, you recall the last time I was standing here that we had a very dated veranda with wrought iron, and what we've done, we've removed that and